Dear students, today we are going to discuss about tools for environmental analysis. So, last class we have discussed about the importance of environmental analysis, and we have said that it's a crucial process for every business house to understand that in which business environment it is operating. So, the environment in which it operates and what are the factors that affects their operation. It may be the internal factor or maybe the external factors that brings the success to the vision of the organization. And to analyze this, we said, internal and external factor need to be scanned to understand that how effectively we can formulate our strategy. But to understand that how we will know that how this internal or external factor affects, there are various tools which can be used in the business strategic formulation to understand that how business environment is going to have an effect on the strategy. So, we will discuss few of the tools which is commonly used to analyze the environment. So, first one is pestle analysis. So, it is a factor which is been used, it is a tool which is been used to understand that how this various factor will have an impact on the strategy what we are going to formulate. So, what it deals with, the pestle means political, economic, socio-culture, technological, legal and ecological factors which is going to have an impact on the business activity. So, if you take political factors and how it have an impact on the business environment and the strategy that we are going to formulate. So, if you take political environment like government policies, regulations and stability in the government, that have a greater impact on the business operation, because the change in that policies will bring changes in the business activities. Like if we have seen about introduction of GST, demonetization and all that things, that has a greater impact on the business functioning. So, that brings the changes in the strategy. And the next factor is about economic factor. So, economic factor deals with economic growth, the interest rate, inflation, deflation, exchange rate and all that. And we know that business deals with that. So, international business, if it takes all that things, that will have an impact on the economic growth and the changes that take place in the economy in the form of deflation, inflation and all that. Socio-cultural factor is also a major factor that have an impact on the business functioning, because it is something which is related to the societal changes. So, we can see nowadays the change in the pattern of buying behavior of the consumers, and that also have an impact on the strategy. So, we can find the introduction of online businesses and all that things, that is because of the changes which is taken place in the socio-cultural factor. So, it may be the demographical profile of the people, or it may be the changes in the society, it may be the cultural factors, all that thing, traditions, customs, every factor contribute for the changes that is need to be adopted in the business. Technology, and it is a major factor which every business has to focus into. Now, we can see everything, we are speaking about AI, because the changes which is need to be adopted, the changes, the fast growing world, so it has to be adopted with the technological changes. So, that need to be that will have a greater impact on the business activity. Legal and the laws and regulations which runs the business activity. So, we can give an example about our customer protection laws and all that things. So, that will give a way for the strategy to take care of your business activity. And environmental, so that is ecological, means we have seen sustainability, green marketing, green packaging and all that things. That is also a way which has to be focused into, because every product that we are going to make and sell, or services what we are providing, that should hold a concept called as eco in that, so that it protects the environmental factor and it creates more and more satisfaction among the consumer. The second tools which we can use is SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis speaks about the strength, weakness, opportunity and threat, or it can be called as SOC also, like strength, weakness, opportunity and challenges of the business. So, these tools help to analyze both the internal and external factor of a business, where strength and weaknesses speaks about the internal factor. So, if you are strong enough, you can take the external factor opportunity at any time, you can grab all that opportunity. And if you have weakness weaknesses, what will happen, it will convert as a threat for your business activity. So this analysis help you to know that how strong you are into the business activity, so that you can grab more and more opportunities which is available. The next tool which can be used is about the Porter's 5 force model. So this model helps you to know that what are all the forces that is going to affect your business. Threat of new entrants, bargaining power of the supplier, bargaining power of the buyer, threat of substitute product or services, and the competitive rivalries which is there in the market, which gives a competition for you. That is that tools. The another tool is about core competency analysis. So you have to identify the unique strength and capabilities that gives an organization a competitive edge. So this tool helps you to know that how best you are from compared to your competitor. And the next tool is about value chain analysis. So this tool help you to create a value for your product. So examine the entire value of an organization to identify the opportunity and improve the cost reduction. Then the another tool is about scenario planning, where develops multiple future scenarios to help organization to prepare for uncertainty and make strategic decision. And then we can also make use of benchmarking, compare an organization performance to the industrial best practice. So what best practice you are having compared to your competitor, that will also help you to go for a effective analysis of your environment. And gap analysis. So these tools can also, this tool can also be used to identify the gap between current state and the desired future state of an organization. So it helps you to, gap analysis means it help you to understand that where your business is being placed right now and where you actually want to take it. So the gap between that. So what is your goal or your vision and where you are right now. So what all you have to do in the form of strategy, so that you can go with bridging that gap. So if the gap is more, you need to have more strategies, or you need to have more effective strategy to bridge that gap. You have to bring your vision nearer to, you have to bring your goal nearer to. So use these tools to understand that how your business environment is going to help you to create a effective strategy. So these tools which are available, that help a business house to understand that how effectively you can go for using this analysis pattern and understand that how you can frame your strategy. So it will help you to go for identifying the opportunities, mitigate the risk, make informed decision, or adopt to the changes, gain a competitive edge. So all this is possible when you know that how the analyzed tools help you to understand your product positioning. So in your market, what is your position? So what is your market indication? So whether you are growing in the market, you are having an effective market share. So each tool have its own uniqueness to analyze it. Like if you say SWOT analysis, that is been used under each stage of strategic management process, starting from framing a strategy to implementing a strategy and having a follow-up strategy. Everywhere we use SWOT analysis so that we can adopt to the changes which take place. As what we said, change is the only thing that take place in the business continuously. To adopt to that changes, we need to go for adopting a effective strategic tool. So effective strategic tools help you to have a effective strategic formulation. So by this I conclude that consistently monitoring and analyzing the external environment, business can position themselves for long-term success. Environmental analysis is a crucial tool to business to understand the external factor that can impact the operation. So by utilizing these tools like your pestle analysis, SWOT analysis, Porter's 5 force model and other models which is available, that helps the business to have an insight into the market, industry and competitive landscape. Thank you.